Hello YouTube, this is Charlie426, and today we have the review of the Premium Bandai exclusive, or P-Bandai exclusive, HG Turn A Gundam Shin. Now this is not from the original Turn A Gundam series, this is basically a Build Fighters version of the Turn A Gundam. Now I'm not going to talk about which series this is coming from, because I haven't read the manga, but according to the manual, it's from the it's from the Gundam Build Fighters Hono Tri, so I'm assuming it came out from the same series from that Wing Gundam Zero Custom Hono thing, whatever that's called. Anyway, I basically bought this a long time ago because I actually like the design compared to the original Turn A Gundam. And I actually hope my viewers are a little bit open-minded, because just because you don't like it doesn't mean that everybody else should hate it. Some people actually prefer this design while others don't, or same goes for the Turn A Gundam, so please be open-minded. Alright, so as usual, like my usual reviews, we're going to talk about its components, and then we'll go with the articulation. So we're going to push the kit a little bit to the back and talk about its leftover pieces. Like any Premium Bandai kit, about 80% of them always comes with leftover pieces. Now, as obviously this kit is based on the HGCC Turn A Gundam, so which is why we get some Turn A Gundam pieces. Number one, we get its original front skirt without the yellow pieces. We get its original knee sections, the knee parts, both of them, and then we get its original shoulder parts, the front part and back part. And I should mention that the build regarding the shoulders is kind of different compared to the original HGCC Turn A Gundam, because you have these pegs on the original. This one does not have that. And then we have the core block of the Turn A Gundam, because the Turn A Gundam actually, its pilot section is actually on the crotch area, which can also work as core block system. You don't have the yellow piece because the yellow clear piece is actually on the Turn A Gundam Shin. And we also get the original head of the Turn A Gundam, minus the eye stickers, and then back head fin. Yeah, I'm just gonna call that. So yeah. And then for leftover pieces, now these are technically considered leftover pieces because on the manual they are crossed out. But as I've checked, and you can still use these parts if you want to do so. Which I guess would mean you could still technically make the original Turn A Gundam, but I still don't know why would one buy a Premium Bandai kit just to make the original version. I mean, unless you're aiming for the different parts. But yeah, we have these, or if you want to have the same, if you still want to have the original head, but still have the Turn A Gundam Shin area. But anyway, we have the original chest piece, we have the open chest piece, and we have the original back piece, and then opened up back piece. And then interestingly enough, obviously we have leftover polycaps, but the polycaps are in white, not your typical gray color. So that's kind of interesting for me. And then those who've seen the promo pictures regarding the Turn A Gundam Shin might have seen some pictures regarding that the Turn A Gundam Shin having the O-Riser as a backpack. And if you want to do so, you need to have this piece. This is the main piece that will connect that area. So this is not a leftover piece technically, but if you're going to do that, you're going to need this piece. And what that piece is mainly for. Alright, now we talk about its leftover parts. Now let's talk about what you're supposed to get originally. Number one, you get a sticker sheet. Now, as you can see, I tried my best not to use everything. I mostly use like the small ones, like the small red dots, the eye sticker, and then all the Turn A symbols. These parts are for the beam rifle. These gray lines are for the sides and arms, which I will show you guys what I did. So that's that. Here we have the original shield. I mean, this is technically the same shield as the Turn A Gundams, so there's no difference here, but you also have that Turn A symbol on the sticker, as a sticker on the shield. And then we have these two parts that goes onto the backpack, but which you have two options for the beam saber storage. You can have, now currently on the back of the kit, I am using the original beam storage systems right over there. But you also have the option to use these one that can store the beam sabers and the shield and equipment regarding the kit. So that's that. And then we get two beam saber effect parts, nothing too special here. And we get two beam saber hilts. One is on the backpack, one is on the hand. I just wanted to save time to show you guys. So that's that. And then we have another hand here. So you get four hands, two open hands and two multi-purpose hands for the hands and for the weapons. And all the weapon has a hole on their handle. So you can see the hole, and then there's a peg on the hand. So this thing does use the hold and peg system regarding the weapon, so you have a firm grip. Same goes for the beam saber. You can see this small hole there. And then we have this one that has the if you don't like the handle of the beam rifle, you have the option to have the one that's on the side. So your choice. And you can hold this if you want to do so, but I'm not going to demonstrate that. But here's a picture of me attempting that. Alright, now let's get on to the review. Now I'm going to turn off the display case, and then let's see. Now before I go on to the review, I want to show you guys the height difference. Now I believe the original Turn A Gundam, the height is actually technically taller than the RX-78, so which would apply to the kit as well. So you can see the Turn A Gundam Shin is on the tall side of regarding HG kits. So just wanted to show you guys that. And let's go on with the review. Now I would still like to mention, or if it wasn't obvious, it's just not the head that's different from the Turn A Gundam. I would like to mention that. Okay, anyway, on the head, I've obviously used the eye stickers, and then we have another Turn A symbol on the forehead. You can go down that much, up that much, and then 360 twist as well. Personally, I like this head design compared to the original Turn A Gundam. I'm sorry, but yeah, Turn A Gundam, the mustache thing, it's really hard for me to get in. Not that I hate it, it's just that it's not my style or taste. Oddly enough, there's no backhead camera. I would like to mention that. And then, now if you want to be 100% accurate, you're going to need to color the chest piece, because as you can see, the chest piece is also a different chest piece from compared to the original Turn A Gundam. But the other thing is that, now you can see it's in pure blue. Now, on the manual, you'll see it's actually a mixed color of blue and gray, so you're going to need to do some coloring. And the sticker sheet does not provide any stickers for that area. For the arms, I would like to mention that now the original Turn A Gundam, I believe, I'm going to pull off the arm for now. I believe now the back of the shoulder section actually goes into this section, I believe, but this one does not. So like a master grade, you have your own separate shoulder, and then you plug it in, and then you put in the arm. So that's how it works. So the shoulder does have so there's a peg coming out from the main body, and it does have a forward and backward movement, but not too much. So it doesn't really show that well when you have the shoulders and arms on together. There we go. So we have the shoulder movement, and then you can go 90 degrees to the side, and you have your typical ball jointed hand. And you can see there's a lot of panel lining opportunities regarding the kit. I only did like the really simple ones, and on the arm you can see this gray section. Now that is supposed to be a sticker. What I did is I just used a silver Gundam metallic marker, and then colored it myself, because I did not want to use a sticker on that area. And we have another Turn A symbol on the shoulder. So that's that. So you have your typical 360 twist on the arm, and then you have a 90-degree bend. And since the arm itself is on a peg, you can go 360 if you want to do so, if you know your way around. But you're going to need to force it, because the shoulder will collide with the body section as well. Alright, so we got that section done. And also, these red dots are also stickers, so you might see a good amount of them here and there. So we have 4 at the moment. Okay, so the backpack. Now, as mentioned, if you want, not the backpack, but I mean, if you want to, you can use the original Turn A Gundam's back part if you want to do so. Same goes for the front chest piece. Okay, for the body section, there's no ab crunch, because it's just a peg. A polycap ball jointish peg inside there that's connecting it, so there's no ab crunch, but you can go 360 on the body as well, and it's a very, very stiff connection. Not to the point where I'm twisting apart, it's just stiff. That's just how I can say, I guess. And then the front skirt, it can go a good amount to the front, and these are coming in as those two ball joint connected single piece, but if you want to, you can divide them if you want to. And then the side skirt also moves a good amount. There's no back skirt, but we have a Turn A symbol sticker on the back. So that's that, and we have the yellow's cockpit section right over there. I'm not sure if that's a chair or a human being inside there, but yeah, it definitely looks like something there. Okay, for the legs, once again, we have a good amount of panel lining opportunities, which I did. That red, yellow dot is a sticker, and that triangle is also a sticker. This section is supposed to be a sticker, but I colored it in metallic gray as well. And you have a side swivel. However, because of the design of the armor, it's colliding some areas. Same goes for the side movement. You could go more if it weren't for the colliding, but yeah. But the leg can go forward 90 degrees, back almost 90 degrees, and then you have a double jointed bend, and we have a different knee section here, and we have more red dot stickers, and then that red section is also a sticker. And on the leg as well, this bottom section also has its own movements like that. And ball jointed feet, but because of the design, there's not much space for the feet to move around. And we have another turn A symbol there. Alright, now we've seen the basic articulation. Now let's look at its equipment. Now, first the shield. There's a peg on the middle, and there's a hole on the arm, and both arms actually. So all you need to do is just plug it in. And there you go, you have the shield connected. Nothing too special, and it's a pretty firm connection, so it won't fall off that easily. Now beam rifle, I forgot, I didn't do much panel lining on this. I only did the really basic ones. These red sections are also supposed to be stickers. I colored it in just a normal red Gundam marker, and nothing too special, just very basic beam rifle. Of course, because of this size, it's gonna collide with a lot of parts, and if you aren't careful, the hand will pop out actually. So that's that. So you're going to work your way around when you're going to pose with the beam rifle. So I'm gonna replace the hand with the open hands, because I'm going to show you guys how the storing system works. Okay, so we've seen the shield, and before we go to the storing systems, well, there goes the hand. We have the beam saber, nothing too special going on here. Just your standard beam saber going on. So that's that. And now for the beam saber hilts, you have these standard ones for storage system, and these ones work very well. The connection is basically the way how this works is you just put them inside there, and they lie inside there. There's no like other peg that clips onto them, sort of. So yeah. However, now usually we would expect like the beam sabers to be on backpacks or whatever, but this one actually goes onto the shoulder. So that's another interesting aspect regarding the Turn A Gundam, or Turn A Gundam Shin as well. Now, in order to store the shield, first of all, you have these white pieces. You pull them out, and then you put them back in like that. So yeah. So I assume these are supposed to like open and close, but I guess I would assume the master grade would do that. I think, because I don't have the master grade. So we have these two parts. We have a peg, and they still go onto the shoulder. And we have this other one, once again, goes onto the shoulder, back of the shoulder, of course. And the way how this works is that where's the beam saber? Now, these ones you are also able to store in the beam sabers, which is fine. However, these ones they don't hold the beam saber too well. They're actually very light and loose for some reason. So yeah, just be careful. I'm not sure if it's just mine or that's how it is. But we have another peg here. All you need to do is plug in the shield, and there you go. You have the steel shield stored up. And after folding the handle inside, all you need to do is clip on the beam rifle on the right position, right over there. Now, it doesn't really give you a nice click sound, but still, storage is storage, and yeah. Now, it can become a little bit back heavy depending on how it works, but as long as you can, get your balance correct, it should be fine. So technically, if you store everything on the backpack, you can still have the beam sabers on your hand or on the backpack. So I guess you could say storing everything onto the kit is possible at this point. The only thing you wouldn't be able to store would be the beam saber effect parts. Anyway, that's pretty much it for the review. Now, I personally bought this because I prefer this design over the original Turn A Gundam. But if you like the original Turn A Gundam, you're not missing out much. This is basically a different version of the Turn A Gundam. There's not much new aspects regarding the kit. It's just a redesign or a redefined version of the Turn A Gundam. If I had to explain it in a very simple way. So yeah. Anyway, thank you for watching the review. This was the review of the Premium Bandai exclusive P-Bandai HD Turn A Gundam Shin. Once again, it's basically a different style of the Turn A Gundam, so you're not missing out much if you already have one, or if you already like your Turn A Gundam, no need to go for this. So thank you for watching the review. I still have more stuff to buy and build and make reviews out, so please stay tuned. Until then, see you guys next time!